Welcome to another episode of The Brothers Watch. We are back with a nice four-piece here. We got Ben to my left, Tony over here, and Jeff over there in the corner, opening a nice brew. So, today, quick rundown of what the show is going to entail. We're going to do some trivia. We got some nice games on deck today. Then we're going to review Captain America 4, Brave New World. We're going to talk about The Gorge from Apple TV Plus or whatever it's called. It's actually a pretty decent movie. No, we're not. No reviews, no spoilers. And then there's definitely going to be spoilers, but not yet for the show. And then we're going to talk about the best trilogies of all time.
Okay.
All right. Let's start with trivia as always. I'll go first.
Yeah, you go first.
In Harry Potter, what do wizards call people who were born into wizarding families but have no powers?
I know the answer to this question.
Work together. Yeah, you're working together.
Honestly, can we just answer?
Yeah.
Mudbloods?
No.
I feel like it's a trick question.
Hermione's a mudblood. She has powers. It's Squib.
Oh, opposite.
Opposite, yeah.
Squib is correct.
Yeah,
Squib is correct. Very nice.
Also, Ben, we don't have slurs on this show.
Yeah, I can't believe you said that.
Me neither.
Wow.
You're gonna have to edit that out.
You should believe it.
All right, question number 2. What's the name of the broomstick Harry receives in the Sorcerer's Stone?
I also know the answer to this
Firebolt?
question. That's the second.
It's the Nimbus, right?
Yeah, Nimbus 2000.
Well, that's not the name. Well, that's like the model.
Yeah, the fire. So he gets the Nimbus 2000, and then Malfoy and the Slytherins get the 2001, and then when he falls off because of the Dementors, goes into the Whomping Willow, and then Sirius Black sends him the Firebolt in Prisoner of Azkaban.
I'm not going to fight him on that.
Okay.
He nailed it.
If you feel confident.
Nimbus 2000 is correct. All right, question number 3. Also, dogs are in here. It's just happening.
This is okay?
It's a good
Yeah, it's fine. In the Avengers, which character does Loki enslave to do his bidding?
In the Avengers?
In the Avengers,
He
the first
enslaves
Avengers.
2 characters.
Yeah.
Well, actually, he
Like
enslaves
a few,
3.
right?
He one of them's not named in the moment where he
One is
comes-
a current Avenger.
Oh, Hawkeye, yeah. And Dr.
Stellan Skarsgård. I don't know if it's Stellan, but it's
Is his
definitely a
last name
Skarsgård.
Skarsgård?
Yeah, it's the dad.
No, but what's his actor name, guy?
His actor name? Like his
Dr. I don't know.
name? His
I
character.
couldn't tell you.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who you're talking about.
The
All right.
doctor, the guy from the first Thor, James Professor. The guy.
I don't know.
The guy who makes the
Dr.
test.
Thomas.
Okay, whatever.
All right, Tony. Give us your trivia.
All right. Well, I wore this shirt because a couple of my trivia questions are animal related.
So the dogs always die. Got it.
No.
Okay.
No.
All dogs go to heaven.
I don't watch
That's a
those movies.
fact.
Marley
That's
and
a
me.
fact.
Okay. In the Sandlot, what was the beast's real name?
Like the real dog?
The dog. No, like
In the show.
movie,
In the
yeah.
show.
In the movie.
In the
it's not a
show.
For some reason, Veronica is sticking out to me.
No. Definitely not.
Like if I could,
Is it a girl though?
if I could
I
have
don't
picked
think
the
so.
opposite of this name, it would be Veronica.
It's got to be something like, I have no idea, just so you know.
It's definitely like a normal human person boy
Like
name.
Brutus or some
Yeah.
crazy
That
thing like
is very close.
that. Really?
Not in the sense of like how it sounds, but in the sense of like
Like the first letter.
where the name came from and like
Bruce?
Maximus.
It's got to be like Caesar.
like that. You're okay. Now you're on the right
Yeah,
track.
we're nailing it. All right.
This person is also a very, very famous fictional-ish character. He might not be fictional, but anyway, I'm just going to tell you. It's Hercules.
Hercules.
Dude, that was the next one I was going to
He was a
guess.
real person.
Give me
Was he?
points for it
No.
anyway.
Okay, I'll give
points
you
for it.
points. Okay. Let me see if I can find my other dog quote. Okay. What is Ron Burgundy's dog's name in Anchorman?
Dude, I haven't seen that movie in so
This
long.
is-
Like
this
cinnamon
is-
or something.
Which goes in.
What is it?
I don't remember. I would just say something ridiculous like cinnamon.
No, it's not ridiculous. It goes into our best cameo question because Jack Black punts the dog into the water.
Dude, that's Jack Black? I didn't even
On a
remember
motorcycle, yeah.
that. Oh, no. I
couldn't tell you.
I
It's
could not tell you.
Baxter.
Baxter. See, when you say it.
Yeah, it all okay. Another name. What is the actual, or not the actual, what is the name given to the baby in The Hangover by...
Carlos.
Yeah. There you go. There you go,
It's a good one when you put
man.
shots
I thought he
on
looked
this
like a Carlos.
He did look like a Carlos.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. And Jeff, let them try this one.
I might not.
You
get it.
always
You
every
said
time
that,
you discount us, I'm
know.
over here top
All right.
roping.
What? Okay, what's the name of the ship in the movie The Alien or Alien?
Oh,
Jeff?
I don't know.
What were you saying?
I love the question. The Nostromo.
Yeah, there you go.
Nostromo.
Yeah,
I was like,
We
yeah,
had that one loaded.
when I when I found that question, I was like, how do I say that? I was like, it's fine. I won't have to. Jeff will know the answer. Okay. All right, we're gonna go move on to bad movie plots.
We're not
Okay.
we haven't put anything on
I know,
the line by
I know.
the way with the trivia.
I'm excited to put
You want
to
it?
wager some
I have a
movies.
couple other questions,
Okay.
trivia questions that we can wager if you
So
guys
nothing
like.
on it right now.
Nothing yet.
Okay.
All right.
Outstanding.
Okay, so this is from the Reddit thread. Explain a film plot badly. Wow, that was hard to read. Okay, guy's wife dies, so he gets high.
Man, this is interesting.
It is interesting. I'll give you a big hint here in a second that will
All right,
narrow
all
it
right,
down
all right.
dramatically.
Is it a new movie? Can you answer that? Is it like fairly new?
No, I don't know when it came out, but it is old.
Okay.
It's not like 90s older, but
Is it somebody like going into space or something?
yeah, that it is metaphorically high.
It's
I like it.
It is
Oh.
It is
Look at your brain go.
My hint was going to be it was animated.
Jeff, you got me there.
Hey, good job.
Appreciate you.
Okay. Sorry, I got my questions in different spots here. Okay. Bad movie plots continued. Burnt out office worker does drugs to learn kung fu.
Kung Fu.
What kung
I
fu?
was wondering. I
My
was
bad. It says kung.
It's a play on words.
Okay.
So wait, what was the
Yeah,
first
say it
part
again.
that
Say it
Kong-
again.
Burnt out office worker does drugs to learn kung fu. Is that better?
That you said it really nice right there.
Yeah,
That's
I
good.
tried real hard.
You said it too good, actually. Say it again. Say it.
I'm appropriating over here.
Gosh, I don't know.
The drugs is loose here. Think about
It's got to be.
Just think
It's
of,
got to be like the
karate
Matrix or
movies.
something like that. Like you're taking a pill, right? Something like that. It's the Matrix. Let's go with the Matrix.
Yeah, I have no idea.
You're really good at these.
The funny thing is, I've never seen the Matrix either.
That's
Wait, yeah. What does that
disgusting.
even mean? Whose
Welcome
wife
to
died?
our entertainment podcast.
That was the last one.
I haven't seen
Yeah, whose wife died? Just over there, whose wife died? That was the last one. Bonus question on yeah, right? Like, what is he doing? Bonus question onto that: which pill, aka drugs, does
Red-
Neo take?
Yeah, red or blue.
Red or blue?
What does he
You got a
take?
50-50 shot here.
Come on, one of you.
I would guess blue.
Blue, yeah.
No, you're wrong. It's red.
Okay, cool.
You shouldn't have listened to me.
He's okay. He's like, okay, cool. The two people that saw the movie.
Yeah,
haven't seen
I
the
didn't know
movie,
either.
so-
I didn't know either. Okay, here we go.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
he can't even read it.
Okay. A geek squad creates computer virus with no strings attached.
Age of Ultron.
Yeah. There's a no strings attached.
Yeah, that would-
That a boy. That a boy.
Okay.
I don't think I would have thought of that one.
No.
You eventually would have
The
got
no strings
the no
attached,
strings
yeah.
was big. Okay. A family's first Airbnb experience takes a horrible turn.
A family, you said?
A family's first Airbnb experience takes a horrible turn.
Now, this one's recent, right?
Yeah, in my head, I'm
No.
thinking about that.
The James McAvoy
Yeah,
movie?
yeah. I got scared because I wasn't gonna be able to say his last name.
Oh, are you talking about See No Evil?
It was just
Yeah,
in
or-
theaters recently.
That or
Yeah.
Speak No Evil, yeah. Seen, yeah.
Yeah. That movie is so good. Anyway,
All right.
I just watched it.
Airbnb experience takes a bad turn. A bad turn.
A family.
I feel like the bad turn is something. It's not actually.
Can we ask if the family part of that is literal or is
It's
that
literal.
Okay.
The only thing not literal is Airbnb. That's kind of a stretch.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a horror movie and it's old.
Airbnb experience.
Old.
Cabin in the Woods.
No, but that
I
is
do like the idea.
that is.
Hit us with it.
I guess that does make sense still. The Shining.
Mm.
Oh, that's. We should have got that.
Yeah.
We really.
I was
should've
really
got that.
hooked on the Airbnb thing. Really hooked on it.
Yeah. That was the hard part for me when I first heard it too.
It's really his job though. So. just to be a little critical of the clue.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what,
exactly.
dude?
No, I understand.
Go outside, take a lap real quick. That was,
Okay,
that was
well,
unfair.
you know, this is from the thread. All right, I have another one on here, but I didn't put the answer, and I don't know the answer.
Okay, well, don't read it.
Oh,
Just,
man.
you know what? Read the next one.
Okay. Well, that's all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have to cut the whole thing.
I want to know what that is though.
Me too.
Replacements.
Kickers
He
or-
does too.
Anyway, all right. I'm moving on to. I got 3 more trivia questions.
All
2
right.
more trivia questions.
Is
sorry.
this the same category?
No,
then?
no. These are just trivia. I should
Still
have.
nothing on it. No movies, no shots.
We could put a. We could.
All right, yeah.
Why don't we? Let's save that for your game. I think your game makes that make more sense.
All right. I'm worried I'm gonna lose, but okay.
Okay. What is the name of the gun given to Will Smith's character in Men in Black?
Oh, I knew it was going to be Men in Black when you started.
Cricket. I know it. It's the cricket.
I believe you. You said it so fast.
It is the cricket. There is a adjective in front of cricket.
Noisy.
Yes. Yes, dude. Good pull.
Gosh, it's been so long since I've
Yeah.
seen those
Yeah,
movies.
I
I
was-
gotta
The
watch
I was-
first one is so
It's
good.
an insane pull.
It is
Yeah,
an
that's
insane
crazy.
because I watched it like this week, and that's the only reason I know. Okay. What is Holly McClane's maiden name?
Gennaro.
Dude! Oh my gosh!
It's kind of a big. It's a big plot point in the first movie.
Yeah, but
It really
still,
is.
that's a
Yeah, it
crazy
really is.
pull because it's not just a normal, like,
No, it's definitely
short
not.
name.
And then the last one is going to be I'm going to name 3 character names that this actor has portrayed in movies.
Okay.
So, okay. Number 1, Kale. Number 2, James Lort. Number 3, Stanley Ilnats. Yeah, see, I knew that would trigger something.
Yeah,
for
the
you.
I
last
wanted to
name.
say Jim Carrey, but
It's not.
no, it's Stanley Ipkiss from The Mask. I did that.
Stanley.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, the thread I saw it on also had Sam Witwicky on there, but I was like, that
Yeah, I
is
would've got
way
that one.
too
I
obvious.
would've got
Yeah.
Which one, Kale? Is that from?
Disturbia.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it bad that I thought the last one was Disturbia? Like, what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
Like, how do I get the
Have you
same
seen
actor?
Stanley Ilnats?
Yeah, I love. We used to watch Disturbia.
Yeah, I thought so.
Is Stanley Ilnats from Eagle Eye?
Holes. Yeah.
So
I
how
knew.
did- yeah,
I knew
yeah.
the Ilnats would be on your mind for some reason because it's also a big plot point in that movie. But
But somehow yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
all right, that's all I got. I'm sorry.
No, that was great. That was great.
Yeah, that was
Jeff
good.
has got some interesting. So, do you also have trivia or just the game? I can't remember.
I just have the game.
the game is pretty cool.
Okay.
So, you guys just have to get. If you guys get 7 right of the characters that I name out
Okay.
of the quotes, then we all take a shot. If you get a perfect score, I'll take a shot because you guys killed me last time. So
Got it.
anything below, you guys all have to take a shot.
We're tracking.
All right. So I'll be back.
Terminator. T-1000.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. All right. Why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
It's got to be Biff from Back to the Future. He messes up every single saying.
Okay.
It's
Sure.
It's Biff.
That's right.
Nice.
All right.
You're confident. So
All
I was
right.
like, yeah.
Well, when you steal $600, you can just disappear. When you steal 600 million, they will find you unless they think you're already dead.
I know this answer.
Okay, talk
I
to
hope
me.
you do.
And I feel like I know the movie. I can't think of it. Oh, you think
Yeah,
you know?
I feel like it's.
Say it. Just say it.
Say the quote one more time.
Well, when you steal $600, you can just disappear. When you steal 600 million, they will find you unless they think you're already dead.
Oh, this is Die Hard 1.
So you think
This
it's
is
Die Hard
Hans
1?
Gruber
Okay.
for sure.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, dude.
Nice.
I could hear Snape saying it in my head. Yeah.
All right. Madness is like gravity. All it takes is just a little push.
Little push. It's got to be the Joker in the Dark Knight. I think. No.
I mean, it might be, but I've seen that movie a lot.
Isn't it when he's got the people dangling and he's all it takes is a little push. Is that wrong?
I mean,
Am I tripping?
the madness part sounds right.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay.
could be Two-Face.
Final answer.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's the Joker.
It is the joke.
Nice.
Okay,
dude.
good.
I'm sorry I said
Cool.
guess you, bro. I won't do it again.
Whew. No. I mean, that's.
All right. This church was built in the middle of the city so everyone could be equally close to God. I like that. The symmetry, the geometry of belief.
Oh.
I'm just terrible at this game.
No, you're good. Come on.
I feel like I just heard this.
This church was built in the middle of the city. Oh man,
We're screwed.
this is a tough
We're
one.
cooked. A villain says this?
Yep.
Dude, I know for
since we changed the been all over the place with the scoring. We'll just do if you guys get 6 out of 8 instead of 7.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Then we lose. A 7 is a wash.
If you guys get 6, no. If you get 6, it's a wash, and we'll all take a shot.
All right.
Yeah, that means the other ones are hard.
Bro, I know for sure. I know for sure.
I'm confident.
We're only
you
like
guys can
3
get this.
deep.
Talk to me.
Say it one more time, please.
This church was built in the middle of the city, so everyone could be equally close to God. I like that. The symmetry, the geometry of belief.
Dude.
Why do I feel it's like something with the mummy?
I'll give you a little hint.
Yeah.
We've already talked about this movie.
Today?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, this movie, I know for sure that I can picture like an overhead shot of a church. Maybe I'm making that up.
No, you might be right.
You are right.
Is
You're right.
an overhead shot? It's not in Avengers, right? Is it in Avengers? Is it Ultron?
It is Ultron saying that. It is definitely Ultron because that's where he sets up his.
Is it
Yeah,
Ultron?
it's
Can
for
we
sure.
lock it?
It's Ultron. Yeah.
Let's go, dude.
Good stuff.
Go.
All right.
I was like, I just heard.
See,
this.
you saying you just heard it made me think of what you were just
Yeah.
binging the Avengers. Okay.
All right. So, movies don't create psychos. Movies make psychos more creative.
Movies don't make psychos.
That's for sure Scream. I just don't know which one.
I mean,
See, and that's never mind.
Yeah, I mean, but it's important to know which one. It's
So
the first one. It's Shaggy's. It's Shaggy says it. No, maybe Loomis says it.
look, when it
I've
comes to
never seen
Scream,
it.
I'll
Scream
trust
one.
you. You have to say the villain.
Ghostface in Scream 1.
It is Ghostface.
Not
I was
Scream
looking for.
one.
No, it is Scream 1, and I was looking for.
Oh, well,
Billy.
then don't say it.
I already said it. I already said it.
Billy.
But I was looking for Billy Loomis.
Check the tape. I did say no. It is Billy. Maybe Loomis says it. Maybe Loomis says it at the end instead of
All
Shaggy.
right. All right.
Yeah,
That's nice, dude.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
So
Scream-
I think you guys have 6 now. So got 2 more. You guys can't get one wrong.
okay.
For
To win.
To win, yeah.
Got it.
All right. I think I got you on this one. Again, we see there is nothing you can possess which I cannot take away.
It
And you
is-
thought I had given up.
Oh, I gotta remember his name. It's 100% in Indiana Jones, the first one, and it's the dude taking it away from Indiana Jones.
I haven't seen those
Oh
movies since
no,
I
what's his
hit puberty.
name? It's the dude who wears the white suit.
There's nothing you could do that would trigger the memory.
No.
because I don't have it. I'm sorry, Joe. You're alone.
And that's why I did half points.
It's like
Actually.
Mod. It's like Mod or something like that.
No, you got Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's Belloc.
Belloc.
You weren't even.
No, I couldn't think
You
of his
got that
name.
movie, though. That was really impressive. All right, so we
He's
can't.
like crawling out of the thing and he just steals it from him.
So now we're playing for a wash.
Yeah, this
Okay.
one's tough.
All right.
This is what I'll
How
offer.
tough are we talking?
I mean, these are either you. Know
I
them
think
or you
Belloc.
don't.
I think Belloc is harder. If you can get any part of this last guy's name.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
my God.
This is what I'll offer. You bring me the money and I'll let her go. Otherwise, she's accountable, same as you. That's the best deal you're going to get. I won't tell you you can save yourself because you can't.
Say it again.
You bring the money and I'll let her
This
go.
is what I'll offer. You bring me the money and I'll let her go. Otherwise, she's accountable, same as you. That's
Stop.
the best
right
deal.
there. She's accountable, same as you. I feel like I also just heard this.
I know for a fact you've seen this movie. Well, maybe not for a fact, but just knowing that you like movies, I'm confident you've seen it.
She's
So he doesn't know if
accountable-
I've seen it.
Say the,
I'm sure you have.
say the first 2 lines.
This is what I'll offer. You bring me the money and I'll let her go. Otherwise, she's accountable, same as you.
Stop right there.
Why do I feel like it's the Gerard Butler movie where they're robbing the bank? Maybe a pull in the dark, but
Den of Thieves.
no, it's not Den of
Savages?
Thieves. It's the one with Gerard Butler and Jamie Foxx. And the reason why I'm thinking that is he has a lawyer come to Gerard Butler to negotiate on his behalf.
Blows up the.
What?
Right?
What movie are you talking about?
No, you love this movie.
Law-abiding citizen?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, the fact that Jeff just said it means
No,
It's probably not
money's,
right then.
money's not involved. Money's not involved in all way. I know for sure that she's accountable just the same as you is like
Shot in the dark.
It's a
Just
brutal
go.
movie. At least this specifically, this aspect of it. Really the whole thing, but
I can't. I
Yeah,
can't
you want
call
me to
it.
say it again? Or?
no.
I can't call
When
it.
you say, can you give me a hint? Just like it won't count for the game, But can you just give me a hint that, like, well, because I know it. She's accountable.
I don't know
same as
how to
you.
give you a hint. Like, do you want actors or character? Or,
Yes, any
actors.
of that. Just anything that'll help.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Is the bad guy?
Oh,
I'm not gonna say what the character, who the character
Is
is.
it No
or the
Country
actor.
for Old Men? Is it in No Country for Old Men?
Is there a girl in that movie?
I can't. I don't know.
I don't remember.
But it's brutal. That movie is brutal.
Yeah, there is money involved.
So it's got to be Javier Bardem.
Yeah.
It is.
Dude,
Good
No
pull.
Country for Old
really
Men.
good pull. I was wrong.
Doesn't count, but
I think we all pushed,
man.
so it's a shot for everybody.
Why don't we also suggest movies for everybody?
yeah.
We'll come back.
We'll,
Yeah, I'll do
we'll
that.
come
Are
back.
you out of questions?
Yeah, that was.
So we'll come back and we'll delegate movies for each other to watch that we haven't seen, and then we'll take our shots and we'll go on to our Cap 4 review. This is going to be interesting.
Oh boy.
There's gonna be something. Better not care for that. Huh. What is that?
It's good. That's what it is.
That's your Hennessy right there.
All right. So
That was Hennessy, right?
Tony, what are we delegating to Jeff?
Just
What movie?
Disregard me.
It's like Angel's Eyes, I think.
It wasn't.
What?
I don't know what it's called. What are we?
It's called Bad. Oh my god.
It's Diesel.
Jeff's movie is going to be The Platform. It's
Okay.
a foreign film talking about metaphorically the selfishness and bloatation of society.
Interesting.
Sounds
It'd be a great
fascinating.
segue into the
But
last movie you had me watch.
It is,
Parasite.
yeah, it is actually phenomenal and slept on. It's on Netflix. It's a Netflix original. You're gonna love it.
All right.
Jeff, what are we watching?
I wanted to get you to watch Romulus, and eventually I'm going to do that. But you two haven't seen the first Alien, so we're going to do the first Alien.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna
First Alien.
rewatch because I haven't seen it in like a decade.
That's great. This is going to be interesting. I've never wanted to watch.
Sigourney Weaver,
All right.
sex symbol.
Cap 4. Captain America 4, Brave New World. We're going to go through and just give our rating first, and then we're going to explain our rating. So there are going to be spoilers in this if you haven't seen it. Let's start with Ben. What is your rating out of 10?
5.9.
Oh wow.
I'm going to give it a 6.1.
I'm gonna go 7.1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeff?
And I can't just pick a flat 6.
You can
'Cause
pick
I
a
don't
flat
wanna
6
go on
if you
the-
want it.
I don't
Yeah,
want.
flat
I'll
6
just
is-
go with a 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think if I rewatched it, it might be a little lower because it's a little derivative of the Winter Soldier. It's like the same. It's
it
the same
insists
movie.
on-
Yeah,
it's
it
the same. It's the
insists
same
on
movie,
itself.
and it's pretty much. I just felt like I was watching an MCU style version of Fast and Furious, and
Yeah.
That's a pretty
it was
good.
fun enough. It was just I don't
Interesting.
know if it would really hold up over time. So
Are we explaining? Our
Well, that's, yeah, I figured Jeff was
got-
going to start.
now we're doing a
explaining.
snake order. so-
I got it. Yeah, so for me, for rating purposes, like I'm not really that. I'm getting more plugged into the MCU, but I'm not really that plugged into the MCU. So for like lore and comic book relativity, I don't know any of that stuff. So for me, I'm basing it strictly off of two factors: my enjoyment watching it and comparing it to similar movies.
Yeah.
So for me, it's probably like in the top 15 of Marvel movies.
Wow.
I mean,
Yeah, there's so many of them.
Hey,
bad
it's all
ones.
subjective
There are
too.
some
It's
bad
whatever
ones.
you like.
And okay, maybe top 20 now that I'm actually thinking about it. But I thought it was a fun watch. I was really excited at certain parts. I was very like involved in the action,
I was
especially
too,
with what was Sidewinder.
Yeah.
I thought that it was random and like very disjointed. It was like multiple stories plugged into one thing. I thought it was fun and entertaining, and the Hulk fight was cool, and the tech was cool.
That was awesome in theaters.
Now, that's all the good stuff. I cannot stand Anthony Mackie.
Oh,
Wow.
man, I actually thought
I
he
was
was a
not
bright
expecting
spot.
that.
I thought he was a
One of the
bright
best parts
spot.
of the
Yeah,
movie.
He
yeah.
is
Yeah.
just cringy and like forceful and just not. I thought every line he said was like, wow.
Okay.
Like I was laughing.
So,
Also, side
no,
note,
yeah, go ahead.
being in the Navy, it was pretty cool to see a very small naval kind of aspect of that in a movie like Current, because there's a bunch of Navy movies, but most of them are like World War II level style.
Yeah.
Can
So
I
that part was cool.
can I just get clarification too? I think you said it was top 15 or top 20
Yeah,
Marvel movies, or are you saying MCU? Because if you're saying MCU,
No, top
I
20
get it.
Marvel.
Marvel, okay.
Yeah, because dude, 20.
But you're
is a
talking
lot.
about you're talking.
Yep.
Yeah, I get that. But Marvel has been around making movies forever. Like, I mean, you're counting like
Okay.
the original Toby. If you're saying MCU, I get it.
Yeah, okay.
And I mean, even still,
Maybe I should say top 15 MCU.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't, it was middle of the pack. There's like so many that
That's
are
fair.
awful.
That's fair.
I thought it was a good watch. I think it's getting bad publicity.
Yeah, way
it
too
doesn't
much.
deserve.
Way too much.
But again, that's probably because you guys are plugged in and you know what to expect from Marvel. Lastly, the CGI, like, bro. Like, it's 2025 and your budget for those movies is basically limitless. What? Like, when Homeboy was turning himself in, I really thought he was like a hologram. Like, it was a joke. Like he was going to get tackled by Cap and then he was going to be nothing because he looked fake. It was awful. But other than that, like, I thought the fight scene CGI was decent.
Yeah, I actually thought, okay, so my score, I enjoyed watching it. Like you said, it was a fun watch. I thought that the CGI for the Hulk, the Red Hulk, was awesome.
I thought so too.
And the CGI for all of the action, for the most part, awesome.
Cap suit.
I actually think that the writing was some of the worst, and not the whole movie, but I think Anthony Mackie has got a bad deal personally. Like, you can tell that they're piecing together so many different scripts that have just been ripped apart. So for me, I guess I attributed those scenes of his like heavy dialogue that seemed forced more on the writing.
It's just cringy.
I just
and,
like
his
him.
delivery is just.
But I think it's because it's so like they're forcing certain aspects. Like, for instance, they're trying to make you think that he deserves to be Captain America, but they
Sure.
haven't really earned it in any other thing.
Yeah.
So you could tell they were forcing hardcore about how cool he was. And like, there's only so many ways you can deliver those lines. Like, if you notice, like, how many times did they have him speak a different language, and they're like, "Oh, man,
Yeah. And
it's like, bro, what do you mean?
I agree, but if Chris Evans, like Captain America, was saying them, I think it would be like,
But it's
more
earned.
believable, right? Because he is Captain America.
Yeah, but
so from coming from just like not a sidekick character, but a side character, now a main character, it just seemed like.
I just think they're forcing certain
I
things.
think it all would have been.
seemed
if
forced.
it's if
It
you
felt forced.
if Winter Soldier, if the show Falcon and the Winter Soldier was anything good, they wouldn't have had to force so much of this
Wasn't
stuff.
good?
I thought it was horrible.
I haven't really liked
It was
any
horrible.
MCU shows, so I mean, it just kind of.
But yeah, I mean, the CGI, to your point, it was like some of it looked, whoa, that was really cool, and then some of it you could tell was
Like the dog fights were sick.
yeah. But then the reshoot, like when at the end he's trying to convince Red Hulk to calm
that
down
was
because
bad.
think about your daughter. He's standing there, and it looks like we filmed it in here.
Yeah,
it
was
looked
bad.
really
It
bad.
was bad.
It would have made it a lot more palatable too. If did you do a spoiler warning?
Yeah, I said
Yes.
spoiler before.
If he had the super soldier serum.
Dude, when they were
mean,
fighting in that lab, I was praying that it was a super
too.
soldier.
I mean,
serum.
I
I was like, please.
There was a lot of points, but really, like what stood out most to me was when he was flying around in the dogfight, because he's just some regular dude going at like fighter jet speed.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
his heart would
Literally
and his
surf-
feet.
No,
Like, his-
I totally agree.
Water, yeah.
I totally agree, but it is like it's kind of a different universe. Like you're expecting certain things
Yeah.
like that in Marvel.
I'm not trying to be too nitpicky.
No,
it's
I
just
know,
the
I know.
whole movie and that specifically.
That's just
And just to that point of the super soldier thing, I agreed with you, and I still agree with you, but I think Bucky's cameo and his quote was probably for me like the best moment of dialogue in the whole movie.
It was great until they made a joke.
yeah. They
Right.
made it a joke. Did
But-
your writers do that? Did you
right, but the quote itself was how Captain is like someone to be like
Yeah.
looked up to, but you're someone that can be like aspired to be like, and that's if he had the super soldiers serum, he couldn't be.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
a good
the-
point.
So for me, I enjoy it. My favorite characters are always the humans.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a good
So-
point. That's a good point.
I just never would have expected him to be a political figure.
Bucky.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, like he doesn't help out at all. He's like, oh, I got a meeting.
Yeah, I
But,
gotta
you
go
know,
be a senator.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
weird.
like the world is literally
Yeah.
about to end. And,
I gotta get going, bud.
Yeah, I got something more important like a campaign, but you're the Winter Soldier. It's very strange. Very strange. Ben, what's your take?
You guys saw it before me. I expected it to be really bad. I think I said I'm expecting a 5.3.
And you gave it a 5?
I give it a 5.9.
Oh, because it was a little bit better than
Yeah. So halfway through the movie, I'm like, this is a decent movie. This is probably like mid 6s for me. And then
no. And
the
then-
end is what completely ruined it. When I sent that text to you guys, I hadn't even walked out of the theater yet. I was livid, looking at that CGI of him giving the monologue, trying to convince Red Hulk to start shrinking or to give up. I was like,
exact scene.
Yeah, it was bad.
like there's no way this is like he's begging him to just stop, and he just does.
Right.
But the whole
It's just
way
not
through,
believable.
though, too. Like it's the same movie almost as Winter Soldier.
They wanted
where
it to be.
where he was trying to clear Bucky's name. Now he's trying to clear Isaiah Bradley's name. And
I didn't even
Which,
think
can I say
about
something
that.
about Isaiah Bradley? How much cooler would it have been if he was a part of the fighting?
Yeah.
You give
So
me
much cooler.
old school Captain America just bulldozing
What
people.
is he in? Is he in something? Is
He's
he
in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Isn't he? Right?
Yes,
it's Falcon
he's in
and
the
Winter
show.
Soldier. Yeah, no, I mean, it's like they had a few good ideas that
Yeah.
they were so close, but then they just get in their own way with some of this choppy editing and writing.
For sure. I think it's very clear though they are setting Anthony Mackie up to be the leader of the
of course.
Yeah.
Avengers.
I mean Captain America.
which
yeah,
seems
makes sense.
so again
But-
forced.
But think about it. Who is left that could reasonably lead them?
Yeah, no, I think your leader needs to be a very tactitional.
Somebody diplomatic.
Somebody's coming soon. That's all I'm saying. It's
Who?
gonna be you're gonna get the Fantastic Four in there, and Reed is gonna
Yeah,
be a
you're
big
gonna hope for Reed Richards,
part.
but just because you're smart doesn't mean you can lead.
No, but he is one of the. He's not the leader, but you're gonna get a lot of him. You're gonna get Cap. You're gonna get Iron Man is probably coming back. They're doing Secret Wars. You're gonna get those guys.
just
You can't
So
put him
solid.
in one movie though and just say this is the guy.
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
but
exactly.
what?
And
Okay,
they're
Exactly.
introducing him in a different universe. And then
Yes.
the only exposure we have, the Fantastic Four.
Oh,
yeah.
Reed Richards. And
But
the
he's
only
gonna be-
exposure we have so far in the MCU to the Fantastic Four is Krasinski's Reed Richard,
Yes.
which was the dumbest thing. I mean, that
diabolical.
was,
Yeah, it was brutal.
But Cap, Anthony Mackie's Cap, is a legacy character, and he is human, and he has all the tactical experience you can need to be a leader. And I just think it's very obvious that maybe it's not very obvious, maybe I'm wrong, but
No, I think you're
I
right.
think and Cap was the leader of the last.
But can I
Avengers,
ask you a
so-
question? So, what movie are you anticipating him leading going forward?
Well, I don't know enough about the lore to even know where like the
Yeah, do you
The
even
only
know-
opportunity is Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah, so he's gonna be in Doomsday, and let me tell you, they're gonna do Robert Downey Jr. Doctor Doom, so you're gonna get heavy RDJ, and you're gonna get probably heavy Spider-Man because they're gonna play off that.
I
quite
don't
a
love
bit.
the RDJ as Dr.
It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be
Well,
cool.
they're just gonna explain it away with one line of dialogue.
They'll
or-
explain it. I think you're going to get a little bit. I'm hoping you're going to
Hoping
get
in
some
Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah.
you're going to get a little bit in Fantastic Four, and then in Doomsday, that's going to be the setup for Secret Wars, where you're going to get heavy.
Where you think these people are fighting the other universe's bad version of themselves.
And then they're going to consolidate. I believe at the end
So
of
these
Secret
characters are going
Wars,
to play two characters. Chris
Yeah.
Evans is
Yeah.
going to be
Yeah.
You're going to get
Captain
Hydra.
America with Hydra on
I
his
think
chest.
this is speculation. You're going to get Hydra Cap. You're going to get regular Cap from maybe a different universe. And then
But
Secret
Chris
War,
Evans.
yeah, Chris Evans.
Okay.
And then you're going to end up consolidating all of these universes and all of this mess into everything has to go into one.
Right. I saw that.
And then
where it's like one universe where it's all pieces of different universes
Right.
come
Yes.
together.
And
Yeah.
then
Oh,
and
wow.
then
Okay,
they'll
that's
be
good.
able to simplify this whole multiverse
Yeah.
They're
garbage.
making it
Simplify
too-
it.
Well,
It's
I'm just
crazy.
saying. So it's not a simple way to get
It's too
there,
messy.
but it's going to end up being more. You're going to bring it back to.
What was the
center.
last thing you saw Chris Evans as in the MCU?
Yeah, the Human Torch.
It's too messy. Now they're gonna have him back as Hydra or as Captain Hydra or whatever.
I think they'll be able to do it well.
I think in general, like the idea behind all of this cinematic universe is awesome, and like the way the first generation did it. I know there's phases or whatever stages, but like introducing characters, giving them the storyline, making you like them, Thor, Iron Man, Hulk, right? All of that, and then bring them all together in one movie. You just can't do that again, and
Yeah.
that was
I agree.
So I will say this: RDJ did not want to come back for a gimmick. The whole thing was he didn't want to come back and just do something that he said it would cheapen Iron Man, which this whole cinematic universe has revolved around.
Right.
So do you think that they pitched him an idea? The Russo brothers, who did all these great Infinity
They're the
War
ones
and
that did
Endgame.
Infinity War and Cap.
So do you think they pitched him a script that is just going to
Ben's
be
shaking his
lame?
head. I don't know why.
No, because they backed up the Brinks truck. They
Yeah.
paid him so
Yeah,
much
and
money
how-
to come
and-
back.
And what
It doesn't
what has
matter.
Robert Downey Jr. been in since
That
Man,
that doesn't matter.
Oppenheimer? I mean, wasn't he panned for that? Wasn't he?
don't
know. I'm pretty sure
Oh,
he
like
won an
Dr.
Oscar
Dolittle,
for it.
Dr. Dolittle.
He won an Oscar.
I mean,
Look,
I
will say this.
I love RDJ, but I think he came back for the money.
I think that it's okay for you to believe that based off of what Marvel has done in Phase 4, but I'm just saying I would expect this to be cool. I at least leave that door open because I think they're going to do a really good job.
I mean,
But
I'll still go
it
see it,
seems
but-
like to me, and again, you guys are way more plugged in. It seems like they are rushing into
That's fair.
the culmination, where the buildup is like what makes the culmination so much better. And if the Avengers movie is coming out when? The first one?
Doomsday, I don't know. I think they start filming next month, so it'll be
it's
next
sometime
year.
It's
2026.
supposed to be when the Ray
Around
movie
this
comes
time.
out,
So
right?
there's still time for at least one or two more movies.
So I think
in
you're
that.
gonna get Spider-Man, you're gonna get Fantastic Four, you're gonna get Thunderbolts
There's a new
probably.
Spider-Man?
I don't know if you'll get Spider-Man before
Maybe
it.
not. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you will.
Yeah,
but
you'll get Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four for sure.
Well, Thunderbolts comes out soonish.
really soon. Yeah. So yeah, I think they're gonna set up some cool stuff, but obviously it's fair for the speculation based off what they just did for the last few years. But I think you're gonna get some cool stuff.
It's just so weird having a character go from literally like the glue of the good guys to
That's
now
what they're gonna
the
pull 'em.
Thanos of the bad guys.
I think Doomsday is going to pull on that a lot. That's why being worried about Anthony Mackie as Cap in that and not feeling earned is going to be second nature
Well,
to,
yeah,
or
when
second
there's-
fiddle rather.
Right. Well, that's what's so good about the Avengers. Everyone is second. There really isn't, even though like RDJ is like the main. There isn't really a main character in those movies.
I'm
which is great.
anticipating the good guys losing hardcore like they did in Infinity War,
And
in
then
Doomsday, and
Secret
then
Wars, they
Secret
come back.
Wars. Yeah. So I mean, we'll see. I think, and then just so like the heavy speculation because they're starting to cast X-Men characters right now. So the heavy
To be involved in
speculation.
this?
Yeah,
That's so sick,
everybody.
dude.
So you're gonna start seeing X-Men characters get involved in this,
Was the tweet I saw
and then
about-
what? I don't know, but then what they're gonna do is after this Secret Wars, the reason this feels rushed is because they're trying to get to the new universe where you're getting X-Men, you might get Avengers vs X-Men, which is insane comic book run, and then it's just gonna set up all this really cool stuff going forward. So I think, again, I've said it like a billion times already, but I think we're in for some cool stuff coming
I
forward.
hope so.
Yeah,
That's all I got on that.
yeah, no, I mean,
I mean,
I think I bloviated
Yeah.
enough on that.
Yeah, you clearly have a passion for this
I'm
shit.
He does.
pumped, bro. I live for
Very
this stuff,
optimistic.
dude.
Very.
I live to get my heart broken. I'm a Jaguars fan. What can I tell you?
Yeah.
So
I mean, I agree with you though. I think even if the movies are bad, as long as they're watchable, like entertaining,
bro, I had a
I'm
blast
here
going to
for
see
it.
Cap.
Me too.
And it wasn't that great.
I thought it was pretty good.
It was fun. All right,
I had a terrible time.
Gorge. Let's talk about the Gorge.
This shit
Ben-
is blowing up right now.
Ben
huh?
recommended that we watch this. This was a good recommendation.
Yep.
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and do what we did for Cap 2 or Cap 4, and
Cap also.
let's say what our ranking was. Ben,
7.3.
Oh wow,
that's pretty
that's
good.
Yeah.
good from Ben.
I give it a 7.6.
Yeah, I'd have around like a 7.5, 8 in that area. It was good.
Give it like a 6.2.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, you want to explain or let Ben go?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I
the Ben.
went last time.
I liked it a lot. I went into it completely blind. I hadn't seen the trailer.
Why would you watch it?
I had seen one clip on TikTok where it was basically Miles Teller and Anya Taylor-Joy talking like back and forth,
Yes,
and I
saw
just
that too, yeah.
two good actors thought why not, and I think the first half of the movie I was like, wow, this is really good.
Same.
I'm honestly surprised this isn't a movie they put in theaters. And I'd probably rate it even higher until like the last like quarter of the movie
Completely agree.
felt really rushed. Like
It really
They
did.
said the same thing.
Yeah.
yeah, like the ending kind of felt rushed and forced, and I would have probably given it high 7s or low 8s if they hadn't done that.
Yeah.
I totally agree. I think it was fun. I thought that they did a really good job of making you not feel lonely, but they were like isolated.
Yeah,
and they did
for
a
sure.
really good job of portraying that because of the tempo and the music and the lack of talking, obviously. So I was all in. I thought it was awesome. And then, of course, spoiler, stuff goes awry. They fall down the gorge or whatever. And, bro, I was freaking out. I was texting these guys. I was like, this is like
Text me like I know what you're seeing on the screen.
You knew exactly what I was talking about.
Like, the first time, but then I was like, what are you talking about
A
now?
horseman runner? That was freaking me out,
dude.
bro.
I told you I was dying laughing when I read your text. Spoiler, talking about the skull spiders, that was
The skull
so
spiders
funny.
had me, bro. I knew it was
I'm
coming.
good off all that.
Some of the when the thing first crawls up and the jump scare happens,
that got me.
I'm laying there. I'm like, I know this thing's about
I-
to, know it's about to scare me, and I still jumped. I still went nuts
Same,
on
same,
that.
same.
But yeah, I thought it was fun. That was another really fun watch.
Fun watch.
It wasn't like a lot of times with those movies, it's just like tons of gore just to like make a shock value.
You're right.
But I really, if the
wasn't
CGI
gory
was
at
a
all.
little better,
Yeah, it wasn't gory.
I love the thrill. It was just a thriller, and that was what was fun about it.
I agree.
Um,
It's so now listening to your guys, it kind of makes sense as to why the ending felt rushed, because you're right. They did a great job at making you feel isolated and setting the stage for the movie. And I guess that took too long to get you there, like to get you in versed in it. So like they had to rush the ending. But I would have preferred more time above the gorge than in the gorge. I thought the worst part of the movie
I agree.
took place in the gorge.
do you think they thought that?
Yeah. What do you mean?
The creators of the movie.
you know,
think they thought
they're like, this is the best
This- yeah,
part?
this is
'Cause
awesome.
that's where they spent all their money for sure.
I just thought it was going to be darker.
Yeah, exactly. It almost felt like almost like Alice in Wonderland-y, kind of like
Meets
theatrical. Yeah, like
Yeah.
not. It wasn't scary really. There's a couple jump scares, but it wasn't even gross. It was just kind of like, I don't know. And as soon as they went into the gorge, it was like the movie was on fast forward.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see Homeboy go like toe to toe with some of like the goons that she came with. That'd have been sick. But like, I mean, still like there was great action.
Yeah.
They were kicking ass, and it was cool because like you didn't like know Homegirl was gonna be such a baddie, but she was kicking ass.
It was fun.
And yeah, I mean, I thought it was great. And heavy spoiler, I enjoy movies that have bad endings, and I enjoy movies that have good endings. And this movie's ending I thought was great.
Yeah, that was
Happy ending, and I'm here for that. So yeah, I would watch it. I definitely recommend it.
I just hate like oversaturated CGI.
Which
Same.
is
Yeah.
all the gore.
I feel like the main villains obviously were
Completely
no,
missed.
you're good. Speaking of which, body horror. I feel like it was going for like a body
That's so
horror
cool.
kind of thing, and none of it. I mean, like you could have added like an extra person or something, or somebody that had fallen down,
Yeah.
and you can explore that a little bit more. But it was just
I thought it'd been really cool if Homeboy, the original guy, the first
yeah,
guy,
JD
Yes.
or
he was
whatever,
like
yeah.
came at him as a
And
zombie.
how obvious was it that he was gonna get killed?
Yeah.
So I was like, why did the helicopter not land?
Oh, dude. As soon
I
as
knew it. Yeah, I knew it
So
immediately.
as soon as I saw Sigourney Weaver in the movie,
It's like everybody's
this guy,
dying.
I mean,
as soon as
obviously-
he was ziplining across, I knew at some point it was either gonna snip
what-
or he was gonna get like
It
grabbed.
What are they thinking? Yeah, I just.
It was like a combination to me of I Am Legend and
Yeah.
Hell's Paradise. And
I was thinking in the gorge, I was like, this is very I Am Legend.
yeah, and it's not so much Hell's Paradise within like it's a lot of deity shit going on in there, but just the vibe of like things are definitely out of this world down here. And if you're gonna go for body horror, why not use practical effects? Why not make it gruesome? They're going for scale over quality, and that's
Yeah,
my gripe
that's a
with a
great point.
lot of movies. So it's just all this green screen. I feel like where they're hitting nothing or they're hitting people in mocap suits, and you add sprinkle a bunch of like skull spiders or whatever in the background, and it was just I don't know. You could if you did
mocap.
like you're wearing those suits like the leotards or whatever, and they got those balls on so they can track, and then like
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
digital put something digital over
Yeah,
it.
no, absolutely.
The
So-
first thought I had was Kong on that
Skull
island
Island.
when
Yeah.
they landed. He lands
That
in
too,
that thing.
for
I was
sure.
like, oh, ugh. I don't
They
deal
could
with
have,
that.
but imagine if they focused on
ooh.
putting less enemies in the gorge, and they
Yeah.
focused on doing practical effects where it was like, oh, this is gruesome. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
It would have landed a lot.
PG-13?
I mean, I would have assumed, yeah. I mean, it wasn't gory at all.
I don't know if they swore a lot. I could have done without as much.
I don't think they
romance, too.
really cursed at all.
Yeah, so the whole
they did.
the whole first hour
And
they
also,
didn't say a word.
and also, their their communication over the Gorge, like cute and everything, fine. Like I get the love story angle of it, and I
But
know
her handwriting was too good.
and I know there's yeah.
Oh.
She was
too-
going to run out
too,
of paper.
his too.
He was at least using a dry erase board. My first thought was, bitch, she's going to run out of paper.
How far? I know they're supposed to be like the best shots in the world or whatever, but like how far away were they?
Regardless of how far away they were, there's like that kind of technology to see what you're writing or play chess does not exist.
Yeah, and I mean,
Speaking of, just to say it because I said it to Joe. Apparently, them playing chess and him playing drums was written into the script before they'd even signed on, which is surprising that they chose those actors, and they'd both been in movies previously where they did that. But she said in an interview that they tried to get
She's
it.
in a chess movie?
Queen's Gambit.
Queen's Gambit.
And he
It's a
was
show.
in Whiplash.
Yeah.
Got it.
And
That's very interesting.
they had asked to get it removed from the movie because they didn't like that nod that it was to former movies or shows that they had done.
Think
I
about it.
didn't
I'd
either.
seen Whiplash. I didn't even think
And
about that.
they were like, "We're glad you liked it, but we hated it, and we tried to get it out of the movie."
all the dancing
the actors
too.
hated it?
yes,
They didn't want it to be.
It was like 2 seconds.
I know, but still,
All the dancing too.
Yeah, I
Like, I
really
mean-
could have done without that and the love. Like if you're gonna do something to like extend the plot, like give more time to explaining or like something not. But I guess that made it. I don't know. It was obvious they were gonna be in love, but
Yeah. No, I mean,
if she was like some like hideous woman or he was like some broken man,
Yeah, but she had neat handwriting.
the handwriting was.
she did
I mean,
have
it would
neat
look
handwriting.
printed. I'm telling you.
no, I would have been in
Very
love
nice.
too for sure. I'd have been
And she was a
out
good shot.
there. What is
Town.
it?
Town.
Cut to you. I don't care. Anyway,
All right, our final topic of the podcast today.
no, we have
is-
2 topics.
Oh, the
unless
final
we're
2 topics. I was
unless
gonna
we're-
morph them kind of.
Okay.
What are the best trilogies of all time?
Caveat: it doesn't have to be strictly a trilogy. It can be 3 movie series run. So like
Explain.
the Star Wars prequels.
It's a trilogy.
Well, yeah, that's a trilogy.
Come out.
It's a trilogy, a part of a bigger series.
I understand what
Yeah,
you're
the
trying to say, but
Avengers,
it's technically it's
they
a
come
trilogy.
out in
Yeah.
Captain
Yeah.
America, or Die Hard,
Okay.
or
Even though there's more. Yeah, okay.
correct, like
All right.
3 movie run.
Okay.
Of a
I'm just going to tell you right now, the original trilogy is the greatest trilogy of all time in Star Wars. It's the greatest trilogy that's ever been created, and probably nothing will ever take its place. But
yeah,
there's a lot of good stuff
Your
out there.
stuff or memorabilia on the wall.
Nobody can see
Yeah.
my bias.
points to
yeah,
that.
you're clearly biased.
Nobody
I mean, I
gets
don't
on that.
disagree that it is great, but like, what else do you have up there
What do you mean?
in your top
Yeah, like
3?
what would you put?
I mean, I think the Batman trilogy, The Dark Knight, I think that's really good. I think Indiana Jones, those 3 are just unbelievable.
Okay, those are all heavy hitters. For sure.
I think Back to the Future, I love those movies. I don't think that many people are going to
They're-
put them in their favorite trilogy of all time.
They're
but
great for
they're so fun.
nostalgia, but
Right.
watching them back, like, and I'll always have fond memories of them.
I will
because,
fight
like,
you
that
right
was
now.
one.
It's hard
That
to
was
watch
one
them
thing
back.
that I only like back in the day. I had a few DVDs like sets, and that was one thing. Like if I was at home sick, I could only put that on. So like I have fondness for Back to the Future, but if you really rewatch them, if you rewatch them somewhat soon, you're gonna be thinking of, well, why didn't you just do this? Why not do this?
I think about that in everything I watch. Like, why did Andy?
Yeah, but
turn
I
to the
mean,
dark
I
side?
don't think those. I love Back to the Future, but I don't think they hold
like,
up that well.
frustrating.
I don't think
Yes.
they hold
I
up
just
that well.
I just did that with Jurassic Park. I mean, that's my favorite
That's
franchise, and I just told you I watched Jurassic Park 3 for the first time in like 5-10 years, and it was a lot worse than
The
I
first one's
remembered it.
really.
3 was worse?
I did.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
I liked 3.
I thought I liked.
I actually
3 too.
like 1, 2, and 3 very much. All of them.
I do too, but like rewatch them and you might change your
I would
opinion.
put Jurassic Park in the category of like Men in Black. The first one alone is good enough to be like, okay, this trilogy is great, but
Yeah.
really like the next 2 are just.
I don't even know the next 2 about Men in Black. I haven't seen them. I don't think.
Never seen.
No, I've definitely seen them, but like not in probably since they came out.
So what are your top 3 trilogies then? Each.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You already said it. I think Indiana Jones is one of the best trilogies of all time.
Number 1.
I think
You guys are weird.
with you going Star Wars.
I think Indiana Jones sucks.
When's the last time you watched
Yeah,
it?
when was the last time?
Last time I watched it was on a VHS.
Yeah.
Okay, then you're wrong. Temple of Doom. You could say, yeah, it's really dark. And I don't love it, but I mean,
It's a
the
prequel, and it's
first-
never even
the
explained
first-
that it's a prequel.
the first. Well, it does immediately in the title.
Yeah, I didn't
because
really-
it
We
says
clearly
the
have
date.
a very narrow focus here.
No.
Because we're not talking about anything that is different
Watch.
than Jurassic Park, Back to the Future.
Well, why do those
Indiana
hold
Jones,
up though?
Star
Why do they
Wars.
hold up? Because they're so good. And
I was thinking someone would say The Godfather by now.
Godfather
no,
is.
It's boring.
also
If anything, it insists upon itself.
also
Can you hold
it's
this?
frustrating. It's frustrating.
All right. Just each of us say.
Yeah,
it.
let's go.
okay,
Let's
yeah.
go.
I mean, I seriously think Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade are two like almost perfect movies.
So
a
Back
good
to the
choice.
Future, Indiana Jones.
no,
and
no,
what?
no, I wouldn't even put Back to the Future up
Okay,
there.
so
I
Indiana
would say
Jones.
Indiana Jones, Star Wars, the original trilogy.
You know the sequel trilogy is coming in here.
I gotta say that for sure.
I don't know. As a third set of trilogies, I was really only going to go for one, and I was
Okay,
going
well,
to
that's
say
two-
Indiana
two.
Jones.
That's
Two's
fine.
good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna change the game a little bit here.
I like it.
Die Hard, for nostalgia reasons.
Interesting.
Almost strictly, like dude, Die Hard 1 is amazing.
I almost look
It
at Die
really
Hard
is.
like a one movie thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know why, and I'm like this with also Home Alone, which is vile, I know, but like the third one is my favorite.
No way.
I know. And
There's been a lot of moments
in the third
that
Die
made me upset in my life.
I was okay with the Die Hard answer up until that point.
The
because,
third Die Hard with a
With Sam
Vengeance,
Jackson?
with Sam Jackson is the best Die Hard. Don't care. It is.
Jeremy Irons is in that too.
Correct.
As Hans's brother. I mean,
Correct.
that's a great. I think that's
It's
way more underrated.
to me, it's not even close. And then
the second one wasn't that great. It's kind of like my
The second
it's kind
one-
of like my Indiana Jones one.
as trilogies typically go, the second one is the weak one. Now
Outside of Empire Strikes Back.
yes, correct.
And Terminator.
Sorry, I'm done.
And not in my top anything with trilogies, but Home Alone 3 is my favorite Home Alone.
Okay.
That is
It was the
wow.
first
Horrible
one I
take.
saw.
Okay, it's like
I
That's
understand.
what the RC. That's what
hate
Yeah,
you
yeah,
now.
yeah.
We're
I-
no longer friends.
I understand, but hey, ScarJo, anyway.
I forgot she was in it.
Yeah, you know why you forgot? Because it stunk. Nobody
It
liked that
was-
movie.
it was-
Respectfully.
You know, now you getting eight-legged freaks makes more sense.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, I'm sorry.
So
we're
for
never
me,
gonna make through
it's-
it.
No, we are. For me, it's Die Hard,
Okay.
Jurassic Park 1, 2, and 3, like the OGs.
Okay.
And this is going to be a little, like a tad bit of recency bias, but just the rewatchability and the way they make me feel and the entertainment value, I'm going to go John Wick. I know that they don't hold up to like The Godfather.
It's okay. It's
or,
your
like-
favorite. It's all right.
Correct, yeah. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah. I'm gonna seem like really basic.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Back to the Future, Star Wars.
Prequel trilogy, the original.
prequel trilogy is like right there,
Yeah,
too.
prequel trilogy is like amazing. Also, I will say I rewatched Attack of the Clones, episode 2. I think it's slept on. I think it's pretty good. He tries to do a little too much with the CGI, so the CGI looks like pretty rough, but
It's pretty much the Gorge.
it's really
CGI
good.
with CGI.
It's really well done. So yeah, I mean, if I could morph the Star Wars trilogies, which I can't, that would be 1A, 1B, and then
Oh, yeah.
Indiana Jones is just awesome to me.
You got to rewatch.
Yeah, you really do.
Okay.
And then if I get that third one, then I'm gonna say Terminator.
Terminator's great.
Dude,
What's the third one?
Dude,
the
Rise
third
of
one,
the
the
Machines.
third one is not
Rise of
very
the
good.
And it's-
Machines
no,
with that
I-
blonde girl.
yeah,
with
I
that
love-
blonde girl.
Maybe I need to rewatch
she's
it.
like, she's not blonde, I don't think, but she's like,
I thought she was
dark
blonde.
skinned.
She's blonde.
I think she's dark skinned, but that movie's actually so good.
No, I really like. So the
So, I
second
love that
one,
movie.
the second one
I
for
gotta
that
rewatch
and for Empire Strikes Back, that is like, to me, I love T2 way better than the first Terminator.
Everyone does, yeah.
It's so good.
Some people don't even know that it's like not the
Yeah,
the
T2,
only
a lot
one.
of
Yeah,
people-
T2
That's
is
what my
like
dad
Terminator.
started us with.
Yeah.
We watched
Well,
T2.
Same. I don't even know that I've seen the first one other than once.
What?
Yeah, and then when I went back and watched the first one, the CGI was rough. Now I know at the time
was
that was like a
80s,
religious.
bro.
No, I know, but at the time that was like a religious experience for people. Like when
for
when
sure.
Terminator came out, people loved that. But yeah, I love those movies. They're really fun. Ben,
One of mine has
Build
already
this one up.
been said with Jurassic Park. Like I know I just
Sorry,
kind of
Ben.
shit on Jurassic Park 3 a little bit, but it's still my favorite franchise.
that's how much he loves one and two.
Yes.
You like 2 also?
Yes.
Me
think
too.
two's fun.
I like 2. I think
you
it's
could pick
fun.
it apart just with every movie.
Vince Vaughn.
There's dinosaurs.
Murders a ton of people.
I think my other two choices are kind of hot takes a little bit. I really like the Bourne franchise.
Oh, those are good.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to hear my hot take on the
Okay.
point? My favorite one is Jeremy Renner.
Oh God,
I
that
don't-
movie was
I don't
terrible.
Hate that. I don't.
I never even
That
seen
was
that
the
one.
Bourne Legacy.
Yeah.
No, the trilogy with Matt Damon. I
Yeah,
thought they
1,
were
2,
really
and 3,
good.
yeah.
I think that was what
It's Identity,
began my
Supremacy,
hatred.
and
and
Ultimatum.
Yeah.
That's what began my hatred for shaky cam fight scenes. But I do love the Bourne movies.
Yeah, I think those are either you love or hate.
Yeah.
I'm on the hate side. Yeah.
I'm in your office.
this is a great franchise that has been played by a lot of different actors, but I don't know why.
James
I
Bond.
loved it
James
growing
Bond.
up. It is James Bond.
Oh,
It is.
Okay.
I know it's more than a trilogy, but with Pierce Brosnan.
yeah.
Whoa!
Really?
I wasn't expecting
Love.
that.
He likes Halle Berry.
Die Another Day.
He
Right?
likes
Or is that what,
He's a
which one was she in? Is Die?
There's Die Another Day, Tomorrow Never Dies, and then it's something with a world.
I think she was in Tomorrow Never.
I think she was in the third one.
with
Well,
the ice.
there's GoldenEye. That's the first one that he's in.
With-
And Tomorrow
yeah.
Never Dies. Or no, Die Another Day, then Tomorrow Never
You
Dies.
played the game, right?
Yes,
Devil
of
Horse.
course.
And you listen to the pause music nonstop.
dun,
That's why.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's why you like it so much.
Cue it up.
Yeah, but love that franchise. I think
That's so interesting.
for me, one of my favorite Marvel characters is Iron Man. But before there was Iron Man for me, I loved Pierce Brosnan as James Bond. I loved
dude,
the cars. I
I've
love the
never
technology.
heard this from him before.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's
How
a good
long have we
point.
been friends and we've never heard that?
Like, I know it's super cheesy, but when he drives the Jaguar up on the ice wall and sticks,
That's the one with Halle Berry.
sticks the tires in and the car goes invisible. And yeah, I don't know. I love that
That
stuff.
sounds. I'm gonna have to
pretty
rewatch it.
cool.
You're selling it for me. I really don't like James Bond at all. But
At all?
honestly, I don't like it because I think the newer ones are like just boring.
Oh, dude, I love those.
Yeah,
I
you're
love
insane.
those.
It depends which
I'm
one.
gonna fight
Casino
you.
Royale is great.
We are,
Casino
we are
Royale.
Yeah, but
seriously-
Quantum of Solace, bro. Like
That
I could
one's-
fall asleep, wake
But
up, and
that's your
still
sequel.
nothing has
That's your
happened.
sequel.
Which is the
problem.
one where it
Skyfall.
starts with him? I think that's Quantum of Solace, right? Where he's walking around and there's like that parade going on.
No,
He's
that is.
That's.
Oh, that's like Day of the Dead or some weird shit.
Is it Quantum of Solace?
I don't know.
No, yeah,
I
it
thought
was
all
like
of
a
his
six-
were really good. I liked all of them.
S1, I think. I don't know. We obviously don't know.
It might be. It
All
might be
of his were
Skyfall,
good.
I don't-
All of his were good to me.
There's like one where
Casino
it's like,
Royale was the
it's
best.
like Day of the Dead or Masks.
I know what you're saying.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Me neither. They all suck.
Can't
to
read
me.
the cards.
Whatever.
All right, so and then
Or are we gonna do this one, or are we gonna save this one for next?
It's totally up to you. I think we should do it.
Okay, let's do it.
Best cameo of all time.
I made a list.
Oh man.
Oh, a list.
I love cameos. I find cameos to be so interesting. Sometimes they have meaning, sometimes they don't. You know.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Go
rattle
for
off
it.
a few.
Go for it.
Jeremy Piven in Rush Hour.
Oh, that is funny. That's like
So-
Joe. That's like Joe Pesci in
Dude, that's what
Lethal
I
Weapon.
love
Okay.
that.
Yes.
No, yeah, but it
Great
it
cameo.
is so funny.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Buttercream. Oh my god, I love that scene.
What size is the inseam?
Yeah.
Going
Yeah.
in.
Going in. Watch it, sweetness. Anyway, yeah, that shit is hilarious.
That's a good one.
Okay, Brad Pitt and Deadpool is kind of an obvious one.
That's a
I
good
mean, it's not even basically there. Matt Damon in Euro Trip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Scotty doesn't know. It's got a whole song that a band actually makes. It's like really popular.
I can't believe he's in that scene.
Me neither.
It's so
It's
funny.
wild. It's actually wild. Matt Damon is kind of like the king of cameos, apparently. I don't know if this is technically a cameo, but I think it is. Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder.
Oh my
that's-
god.
That's a full.
Your own face. I mean, he's like a full.
I'm talking scorched earth.
He's a
That was
character, but it's a cameo. And I think I don't really like Tom Cruise, but after hearing Ben Stiller's explanation of what Tom Cruise wanted to do with that, and like how that was all his idea, the fat suit and the fat fingers, and he took dancing lessons. I kind of like him after that.
Like
took
he didn't
dancing
take
lessons
he
for
didn't
that?
take that seriously.
yeah, because he did a whole
That is
dance.
I know,
routine,
but
yeah.
like dancing lessons for that.
And then I have Channing Tatum, and this is the end.
Dude, that is one of the funniest. I can't
This
believe
is like at his height of popularity. He's like
he comes out of that RV as a sex slave.
ridiculous.
I just have to say it before I forget because he hasn't seen it and it's going to blow his mind. And it ties off one of his.
What?
Matt Damon in
Yeah.
Thor, Ragnarok.
as Loki. Yeah.
He saw it on
Hey,
TikTok.
hey, you're-
Saw it on TikTok. You know I hate TikTok
you know who
now.
else is next to him in that?
I'm
You know who plays Odin?
Who?
trying to remember.
Sam Neill in your favorite trilogy, Jurassic Park. Dr. Grant.
Good pull.
Wow, bro! Apparently you came with a really good list.
I
Every
texted
time
you guys about it.
someone says cameo, and I immediately think of Liam Neeson in Ted 2 or Ted.
So-
I can't remember which one it is.
So funny.
He just immediately drops the cereal on the thing, and he's like so worried.
we don't really have the budget.
He
for
says,
that.
I was led to believe this serial's exclusively for children. And
That was hilarious. And then in the post credit scene, he gets beat
he's
up.
all beat up when he comes back.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
He's like, I'll never forget what you did for me today. And Ted's like, I prefer that you do.
yeah, it's just great.
Oh, yeah.
You
That's
got a cameo? Come on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, one that I thought about before. Oh god, was Fire Marshal Bill, Jim Carrey in Liar
yeah.
Liar.
Bro, I never realized that he was in
He's
that.
in the background doing like
impossible to realize.
I only got one other one.
Oh wait, let's hear it.
Somewhat of a recent movie, more when we were like high school, college. Bill Murray in Zombieland.
Zombieland.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
That is a great one.
It really is because it's so unexpected.
You killed Bill Murray.
His acting when he's dying. No, I'll do it now.
I love. Yeah, that's what cameos are so fun because it's just like unexpected, like just in there, you know. And sometimes they have like relations to the scene.
Dude.
It's fun.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
So out of all those, I mean, you guys came with the heat, but Liam Neeson still won.
Yeah, if you guys should drop some of your favorites in the comments.
That is a great point. Yeah, drop your favorite in the comments below.
Yeah.
Tell me why it's Liam Neeson and Ted.
That's not what you
All right, hey, thanks everybody for watching another great episode of the Brothers Watch. Remember to like and subscribe down below. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah, we're gonna get that going here in a minute.
Yeah, what's the handle for our TikTok?
The same as this, the Brothers Watch.
At the Brothers Watch.
Yeah, it was available.
Love that. Love that. All right, thanks again, guys. We'll see you next week.